Wait, hold on. Have you ever seen someone so powerful, so respected, that they forgot they were still human? Yeah. This is one of those stories. Because today, I'm about to tell you how pride destroyed one of the greatest Ogoni warriors who ever lived. Not because he was weak. Not because his enemies were smarter. But because he stopped listening and started worshipping his own shadow. Listen closely. Back in the days when Ogoni land was guarded by men whose names alone could stop a war, there was a warrior everyone feared. His name doesn't matter as much as his reputation. Tall. Broad. Battle-tested. The kind of man who walked into conflict and walked out alive every single time. When neighboring communities heard he was leading a raid, they hit their drums. When his footsteps hit the earth, elders whispered prayers. He didn't just fight wars. He ended them. At first, he was humble. Before every battle, he greeted the elders. He poured libation. He listened to advice, even from men younger than him. And that's why he kept winning. But here's the thing about victory. Win too much, and it starts talking to you. It starts telling you lies. You're untouchable. You're different. You don't need anyone. Slowly, very slowly, pride crept in. At the village square, people no longer called his name. They called him titles. The shield of Ogoni. The one who cannot fall. Children stopped playing war games, because how do you imitate a god? And he enjoyed it. Oh, he enjoyed it too much. He stopped sitting with other warriors. Stopped asking questions. Stopped bowing to elders properly. When an old man once warned him, a tree that grows taller than the forest attracts lightning. He laughed. Laughed. Old man, he said, lightning knows who it cannot strike. That was the day something broke, quietly. Then came the war that mattered most. A powerful enemy from across the river was advancing. Stronger weapons. More numbers. Smarter tactics. The council met urgently. Strategies were discussed. Spies were sent. Warnings were shared. But our great warrior, he arrived late. When the elders spoke, he waved them off. We don't need all this talking, he said. I've already won this war in my dreams. Dreams. A younger warrior tried to speak. Tried to suggest a different formation. The great warrior shot him down instantly. Stay behind me and watch how legends fight. And everyone went quiet. Because when pride enters a room, wisdom leaves. The day of battle came with strange signs. The wind changed direction. Birds flew low. The drums sounded heavy, not sharp. But he ignored all of it. He marched ahead of his men. Alone. Chest out. Weapon raised. The enemy watched and smiled. They had studied him. They knew his patterns. They knew his pride. They didn't attack immediately. They retreated. And the great warrior laughed again. You see, they fear me. He chased them. That was the trap. Deep in unfamiliar land, surrounded by silence, the ambush began. From every direction. His men tried to regroup. Tried to warn him. But pride is loud. It doesn't hear danger. He fought like fire. He cut through many. Too many. But fire alone cannot survive without air. Slowly, the numbers closed in. His strength faded. His breath grew heavy. And for the first time in his life, fear knocked. He looked around for his warriors. They were scattered. Confused. Leaderless. In that moment, just one moment, he remembered the elders' words. The warnings. The advice he ignored. But wisdom doesn't return when pride has already sold the gate. He fell. Not because he wasn't strong, but because he stood alone. When news reached Ogoni land, there was no celebration. No songs. No praise. Only silence. Elders sat with their heads bowed. Women wept. Warriors stared at the ground. They didn't just lose a fighter. They lost a lesson learned too late. From that day, a proverb spread across Ogoni communities. A warrior who listens survives. A warrior who boasts becomes a story. Till today, elders still tell this tale, not to shame him, but to warn the living. Because pride doesn't announce itself. It doesn't shout. It whispers. It tells you that advice is for the weak. That correction is disrespect. That humility is beneath you. And once you believe that, even greatness cannot save you. So if you're rising, if people are clapping, if success is calling your name, pause. Listen. Bow a little. Because the ground you refuse to respect today may be the same ground that receives you tomorrow. And trust me, Ogoni history has already shown us how that ends.